Heart disease is the number one killer of mankind. It tops the charts when we talk about diseases that can easily send us to our early grave. One of the chronic conditions that can easily damage our heart is high blood pressure, unmanaged high blood pressure. High blood pressure could be a chronic disease and very challenging to fight if you don't give it the fight it deserves. In the United States, almost half of the adult population have high blood pressure. When I say adult, I mean people 20 years and above. So when you take two or more people in the United States, most likely half of them will have high blood pressure. And the saddest thing is that only 1 out of 4 people with high blood pressure have it under control. So the greater number of people with high blood pressure do not have it under control. Meanwhile, it's a disease that is classified as preventable. What is high blood pressure? And why is it taking so many lives? We have all had friends, loved ones, church members, neighbors that have died from high blood pressure, whether diagnosed or undiagnosed. Some of them even don't get to get diagnosed before they die because it's a silent killer. It doesn't give you no signs. For some people, they don't feel different. They don't see any changes in their body or in their heart rate or in their functioning. And before they know it, it's taking their lives. Taking our blood pressure is not something we do normally. Some people may not even go to the doctor's office for several years. And because blood pressure is read mostly at the provider's office and not something we do at home, people don't detect that they have it. They don't get diagnosed until they go get their blood pressure checked and realize that it's high. A condition classified as preventable, yet takes so many souls. Therefore, it's up to me and you to fight against this condition. The campaign against high blood pressure is a big deal. We need to give it our all, especially when the cause can be prevented. Today, I'm here to equip you with 5 things you can do to decrease your blood pressure without medications. First of all, what is blood pressure? Because blood pressure is what contributes to high blood pressure. Blood pressure is the pressure exerts on the walls of your arteries when your heart tries to pump blood throughout the rest of your body. When your heart arteries, when your blood vessels are rigid and tight and not flexible, more force or pressure is needed to pump blood through the rest of your body. When your vessels are relaxed, pliable, and easily expand, blood flows through them easily when your heart pumps blood to the rest of your body. So, high blood pressure is when the pressure exerted by your blood against the walls of your arteries, when your heart decides to pump blood to the rest of your body, is so high above what we consider normal. That is what high blood pressure is. And what is a normal high blood pressure? I don't want to give you several types because we have several classes of high blood pressure. But I would like you to keep these 2 numbers in your head. 120/80. 120 is the systolic number. That is the top number. And 80 is a diastolic number. That's the bottom number. Even if you don't remember anything at all, keep those 2 numbers in your head. Whenever you check your blood pressure and the top one is greater than 120, you should know that you're getting closer to having high blood pressure, depending on the degree that is farther away from the 120. Also, when your bottom number is greater than 80, you should think about high blood pressure. Most likely you're moving farther from the 80, which is the average for standard normal blood pressure. So keep those 2, 120/80. You want to get your pressure close to that number as much as possible. All right. Now let me get to the 5 things that I am going to talk about. First of all, the number 1 thing that you have control over that you can do to bring your blood pressure down is your diet. We have something called DASH, DASH. It stands for Dietary Approach to Stop Hypertension. That is a diet that is low in salt or has no salt at all. A diet that is high in fiber. When I talk about fiber, I mean fruits, vegetables, things that have fiber. When you eat it, you realize that you have residue in your mouth that you swallow. Let's say you eat celery. You see how you eat celery, you have that fiber at the end of it. That is fiber. So any diet that has fiber in it and is low in fat and has little or no salt, that is a good diet to bring your blood pressure down. The second thing is exercise. The recommended exercise is 30 minutes of brisk walking or intense exercise 5 days a week. We have 7 days out of the week. All you need is to exercise 30 minutes a day for 5 days, and your heart will be covered. The next is substance use disorder. Try and avoid alcohol. Try and avoid smoking. Substances like alcohol increases your rate or your risk of getting high blood pressure by 51% if you're a man. If you're a man and you drink more than 2 beverages in a day, your risk of having a high blood pressure goes up by 51%. If you're a female, your risk goes up by 42%. Okay? So, diet, exercise, substance use. And then the 4th one is stress. Try and cut down your stress level. Anything that changes your mood negatively impacts your heart. So, know what you have control over and know how to manage what you don't have control over. The next 5th item on the list is sleep. The recommendation is 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. So, you have 24 hours in a day. Make sure at least you sleep for 8 hours a day. You rest your body 8 hours a day. So if you don't take anything away from this video at all, think about DESS, DESSS, DESS with 3 S's. Dietary, exercise, sleep, substance, and stress. So you manage your diet, you decrease salt, you decrease fat, you increase fiber by eating fruits, vegetables. You exercise 30 minutes at least in a day for 5 days. You stop smoking, you stop drinking alcohol, or you cut down. You decrease your stress, you know what to manage, what not to manage or think about. And then sleep. This is your goal. Trust me, if you do these 5 things that I just elaborated on, your blood pressure will drop significantly. Thank you for watching.